Greetings, YouTube. Today we're going to talk about something that may save you some trouble as a GM, and that is a folklore generator. I can't remember where I saw this particular link. It may have been on Metafilter. I'm not positive. I see a lot of cool things on there, but it's pretty simple. You click on the link, and I'll put it in the notes below, and it generates a two-line piece of folklore. One, it gives a source of the of the folklore, and then it gives the folklore itself. Now, not all of them are like out of the park home runs. For example, I'll give you the one that I just pulled up. It said the story comes from the book The Folk Tales of Essex by Lord Packard Lynn. In 1421, the shape of a small bone was seen in the butcher's shop. Now, that in and of itself does not sound all that interesting. However, what if the shape of that bone is seen in every single cut of meat he sells? Doesn't matter what kind of animal it is, the same bone shape is seen in every single cut of meat. That's probably going to lose him some business. But let's do a couple more just for giggles. Let me get my mouse pointer in the right spot. Sorry, the light is blinding me. The legend comes from Ogden's History of Wiltshire by Viscount Ryland Beverley. That's a good name. In 1810, a witch named Madame Beckwith gave birth to a large rabbit on the town common. Now, people giving birth to animals, specifically, or women giving birth to animals, specifically witches giving birth to animals, is something you'll actually see in folklore historically. So that has a good weight to it. In the town common, it's a little less common. Most people don't give birth in public, right out there in the open. But apparently, Madame Beckwith did in fact give birth. Sorry, my necklaces are twisted. Did in fact give birth in the town common. I don't recommend that. It's probably not all that sterile. Alrighty. My necklaces are probably still messed up. The story is spoken in Norfolk. Since 1549, the phantom of a little rabbit has appeared every Saturday in the local pub, the Royal Oak. Now that's kind of cool. Okay, it seems to be a rabbit theme. Why is the rabbit showing up? Who has followed the rabbit to see where the rabbit comes from? Where does the rabbit go? And what does the rabbit mean? So who knows? That could be a good little, we'll do two more just for fun. The legend comes from the book of Terrifying Shropshire Folklore by Baroness Cordelia Ryland. Since 1674, the specter of a big pig has appeared every Wednesday in the sky above Ludlow. That's interesting, and also a really great reference to a Pink Floyd. And one more. This folklore is told by the people of Gateshead since 1648. The spirit of a man named Radsford Ryland Tyndale has appeared every month in the stables of Enfield Farm. Now that's kind of good because it's a very specific place. Why is this guy, he died in the farm, so how did he die, under what circumstances? How can you lay this guy to rest? Can you lay this guy to rest? Is he there for a bad reason, a good reason, or a neutral reason? I had one where the characters were hired because there was a spectral, actually I think it may have been an actual undead, like corporeal undead bull that had killed a member of a farmer's family, and they discovered over time that the farmer had a bull, and it was a very dangerous bull, but it was also a very prolific bull. It sired a lot of really useful cattle, but it was dangerous, and it killed his son, and out of anger and spite and rage, he essentially locked the bull into a pen and let it die. And the thing essentially came back from the dead to haunt his property. I can't remember what the triggering, because it wasn't immediate. Like something triggered it. And so now this thing is now plaguing the entire community because there's now an undead bull who was a danger when he was alive, and he's in more of a danger now, plaguing the countryside. And so the characters were hired to come take care of this particular issue and put the steer down, and actually not the steer, but the bull down. Steers are not bulls. Put the bull down, and then in the process, they did discover the cause of this and laid the blame at the feet of the farmer, who was still alive and well, um, and had been lucky enough to avoid being killed by the undead bull. Um, so you can use these kinds of folklore generation prompts to give yourself ideas for your adventures in a pinch. If you need something fast, this is the kind of thing that can really help you achieve that end. Okay, so I hope that this has been of use to you. I always find these kind of things helpful, and I'm hoping that you do too.